Well, hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. For today's project, I am featuring the Friends for Life stamp set as well, or actually I'm using the dies and the stamp set. And this is called, the paper here is called Bloom Impressions. And this is, I made a little purse. So this paper is a celebration item and you have to earn it. You can't just buy it, and it will, if you make a $75 order here in Canada, you will be able to choose this for free. So I've made kind of like a little purse, if you will. I still have to go and get the closure, but if you want to learn how to make this really simple build, come along and we'll do it together. All right, I have two pieces of cardstock here. One piece that is sized 5.5 by 7 and another piece sized 6 by 11. So I'm going to pull my little arm out here and I am going on the long side. So the 7-inch side, I'm going to score at 1. Hang on, I gotta make sure it's straight. 1 and 6. So then I'm going to turn it on the short side. I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. Let's see here, 1/2 inch is right there. And 3.5 right there. All right, so I'm going to put that aside and we're going to work on the long one. So the long side we are going to score at 3 inches and 8. And then we are going to turn it around on the short side and score it at 3. So just in half. Right on. All right, here we are. So this is Blackberry Bliss that we're working with today. And you can very easily see the score lines, but this paper is heavily pigmented and it will take a bit of wrestling. And heavy pigmented paper is always a little bit more stubborn. We're going against the grain here. All right, so there's one piece. Moving on to piece number 2. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer just again, just because it makes it a little easier. So let's see. So this square is 3 by 3. So I'm going to pick 1.5, which is right at that very end here. And I'm going to slice my card to the score line. And that should... I'll take that piece off, but I'm going to do it on this side too. So 1.5, which is half of 3, and I'm going to cut it down to the score line. So only do that on one side. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we are going to, I'll use my big scissors. I'm going to cut all the way down. Could have done this on the trimmer too, but whatevs. All right, and then same with this side. All right, so that's what you should have on that one piece. Here on the other piece, we are going to remove this piece and this rectangle and this rectangle, and then this rectangle and this rectangle. So let's do that straight away. I'm going to miter that one out. Just makes it a little easier. All right, we're almost there, kids. There we go, cutting's done. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is put adhesive along my little flap here. So and then we're gonna put it right here. Okay, so I have a piece of, this is Blue Impressions. This is a celebration paper, and the inside is 2 3/4 this way tall and 4 3/4 wide. So I'm going to put just a little bit of a inside paper to hide that unsightly seam. So, and then I'm going to flip it over. We are going to put another piece exactly the same size, 2 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. And so this is the back, the front, and then this side, I'm going to do a little bit of a angle. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to make a tick mark at, say, 1/4 inch, and I'll do the same here, 1/4 inch. I'm going to draw a line 1/4 inch and draw a line from the 1/4 inch tick to the score line. And then, okay, get this, I'm going to add my little paper here, and I'm going to add, I haven't put adhesive on this yet, so I just want to make sure that I'm going to put it in the spot that it's going to go on, so that I have the exact same equal size top and bottom. But now I'm going to cut with my scissors. See if I can do this and show you as well. I don't know if I can. I'm just going to cut. I can still see the tick, and I can cut all the way to that edge. So now I'm going to do the same thing by adding that little edge to, or the paper to the edge. I can see my little tick line where I have to go, and I'm going to cut them both at the same time. So what this does is I'm kind of creating the same angle, so that when I do put my paper in, it's going to have the exact same angle. You don't have to be as precise as this, but I do find that it helps, and it's a super good cheat. So in other words, you know, sometimes you cut this angle a little bit wonky and this angle a little wonky, and it doesn't add up, and it's like that haircut that, you know, is uneven, and you cut this one side and you cut this one side and they're still uneven. So this is a really good way of making sure that you are going to be precise. So it will go, so this piece, I forgot to tell you, this piece is 1 3/4 tall and 4 3/4 wide. Okay, so let's put it all together. We're going to put adhesive. I like to put 2 strips of adhesive, one close to the score line and some on the free edge. Same here, 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 whoops. And again. Okay, now we are going to take our card up, and I'm going to make sure that the box, the side, has a nice closure. Right on, same here. So we'll put both of the pieces in. Like so, and like so. Okay, so here comes the hard part. It's not really that hard. We're going to edge it in, as you can see, and I'm just slowly closing that, and we are just going to score it, or like pinch it. Make sure that all our adhesive is all working nice and our folds are working. It might take a minute or two for that fold, those creases to fold in, but it's kind of automatic. Super cute. So often people use like, I want to say like Velcro closures. There's sometimes you could use magnets. And one of the things that I did notice that I didn't like was that it's flipping up here. So that's the reason why I did the close to the score line and the edge, but the edge is coming kind of a little bit close. So I think maybe what we can do is go inside and trim it. No one will see this, but it'll work a little bit better, I think. And maybe what we could do is make the flaps a little shy or a little bit smaller. An adjustment like this on the inside, though, with dark paper, you won't see it. So let's try again. Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. All right, I have the Friends for Life stamp set. So I'm using the So Excited for You stamp, and then I'm going to use the die cut that says Friend. I have white and Blackberry Bliss. And I am going to use Fresh Freesia for inking up this stamp. One of my favorite colors, actually. This is just a piece of 1/2 inch cardstock, basic white. Sometimes it looks a little blotchy at the beginning, but as soon as it sinks in, it will be excellent. So I have adhesive back on the back of this. So I made my friend a sticker. So I will take all of the bits out. And I have the tittle in there, so the dot of the eye. And I'm going to remove the release paper. I need my Take Your Pick tool for that. All right. See how easy that is? This is so easy. it really makes creation so easy. Oops. So I'm going to leave a list in the description box below, as well as on my blog, so that you can get a hold of these products if you wish, if you're curious. The paper, however, is a celebration item, so you have to spend $50 in order to get it for free. Or sorry, you have to spend $75 in order for you to get it for free. Okay, so I think I was actually thinking maybe I'll just use, oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm going to put it on the half and maybe use the, hopefully the stick will actually keep it closed until I can get, until I can get it a closure for this guy. How about that? It may or may not work. Nope, not just yet. All right, I'm just going to tuck that underneath the D. And there we go. So one thing I love about friends is that they do get excited for you when you have something special in your life. Maybe we have to go over the D. All right, that is my share for today. So again, you can see all the supplies I used today listed below in the video See More section in YouTube or in the supplies section of my blog. And those fast links are going to take you to my Canadian online store, where I would love the chance to meet you and earn your business. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today, for all the comments you leave too, and for the thumbs up, and just basically all the YouTube-y things. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it, as it really helps my small channel grow. So thanks again for watching, and bye for now.